I'm Frankie Corso with Brandon Najera. Thank you for joining us today for the first Good Morning Lewis of the spring 2025 semester.
Be sure to tune in every Tuesday morning as we make sure to start your day off on a good note.
So how's your first week at school?
It's a lot of work. A lot.
Already?
Yes, ma'am.
It's been 1 week, Brandon. I think
that's a lot.
I think you could just take a breath. We've got a whole semester.
I know. Let's see how things go.
Let's start by checking out the latest trending topics.
Do we need a drum roll or?
We do a drum roll every time and it just never goes how you want it to go.
I think it's timed pretty well.
No, it isn't.
Let's see what we picked out today.
Mine are all Grammy themed, I'm not gonna lie.
Mine are. So this one, I saw this a couple years ago. They did this for Thanksgiving. This field in the backyard, and they have this big tree in the middle, and I don't get why they don't cut it down. So they did it for the Super Bowl this year, and some kid's gonna get hurt. That's prime Ray Lewis right there.
Wait, is this like
That's someone's backyard.
and this is people like playing?
Yeah, these are they make the field, and you see they changed it for the Super Bowl. They have
Oh,
Chiefs on
wait,
that
that's
side and
actually
the
really
Eagles.
cool though.
Yeah, it would be really cool if that wasn't there.
So this is supposed to be cool and you're worried about the tree.
Yes, I'm worried.
I think there's worse things to be worried about.
That's a linebacker right there.
Okay. On to our next post. Okay, so this, I mostly just did it because of Sabrina Carpenter. And that's why I was so happy earlier when you were like, I like Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, she makes
I
good
like
songs.
Sabrina Carpenter.
She makes good songs.
So I did this because Sabrina Carpenter and Casey Musgraves, obviously, you got two icons in one picture. But this, do you know the Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter lore?
No.
You're such a boy. I wish you knew. I wish you knew because she seriously got photographed with everybody except Olivia Rodrigo, and they hugged each other. I was so upset they didn't get that. I'm sure it's somewhere.
What is that about though?
A boy.
Oh, okay.
You know.
No, I
The
don't.
usual.
I clearly don't know.
Naturally. On to our next post.
This one, they traded Zach LaVine.
Wait, I saw this, but I don't really watch basketball, so I didn't understand like the depression for all the men.
Because he's cool.
So okay, that doesn't help. Has he been on the Bulls for a while?
Yeah, for a bit, and he's a really good player. And now we don't have him, and we're trading these guys for peanuts.
I don't even know what that means.
We're not getting good money back on the guys we're trading.
I gotcha. Well, I feel like that's the same thing for all Chicago teams. So
I guess so. You know?
what are you gonna do?
And on to our next tweet.
And I did it again. Sabrina Carpenter, because it's true, behind every successful woman is herself. Come on. Are you for real? She won her first two Grammys this year.
I feel like she has been doing really good.
She's been killing it.
I've seen a couple clips of her shows on TikTok, and they look really cool.
She goes all out, and I actually really appreciate it. I think it's really cool how much effort she puts into it. So, obviously.
Yeah. Let's see our first TikTok. I want to see what you picked out. Oh, this was mine.
What is going on?
They threw a big snowball at him. I don't know if you have siblings, but me and my brother have definitely done this.
Oh, me and my sisters for sure have done this. And by me and my sisters, I mean my two sisters doing it to me. They actually bullied me growing up. So, and if they're watching this, you know that I'm right.
No,
so.
if it's your sibling or friend, you just find the biggest piece of snow you can find, and you just
whip it at them.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
absolutely agree. And then on to our last TikTok. So it's one more Grammy, and I swear I'll never do a Grammy post again after this, but Billie Eilish got robbed. She didn't win one Grammy for her. I don't know if you've listened to any Billie Eilish songs.
probably not by choice.
Any of her new songs? Okay, whatever. So she had such a great album, and she got robbed. She got nominated for like 7 Grammys and didn't win one.
I think I did see that. I think I saw 2 or 3 times where she didn't win anything.
Yeah, and Beyonce won.
Well,
Cowboy Carter.
I've never heard of that one. It's
Exactly.
Beyonce. She's going to win.
Exactly.
Up next, we have some feel-good stories sure to brighten your day.
The El Paso Zoo has recently welcomed its newest addition, a baby giraffe. After a long 14-month wait, the zoo announced the birth of the 6-foot-tall baby. The gender of the baby is still unknown, but the zoo is planning to do a gender reveal soon. As of right now, the calf is with her mother Gigi in a private off exhibit area where they can take the time to bond. Check the giraffe cams through the El Paso Zoo's website for more updates.
Scream fans, be ready because a familiar face will be returning. Matthew Lillard, who has played Stu Macher in the original Scream, has confirmed that he will be in Scream 7. Fans have been wondering about this possible comeback for a while due to the thought of Stu not being alive. But from a past interview, Lillard, he said that Stu was alive and wished to return. We can expect to have Scream 7 to be released sometime next year, so fans, get ready.
Two rival high school bands from Texas accidentally crossed paths at a Whataburger and began playing an unplanned concert right in the restaurant. In Refugio, Texas, Sam Houston High School and HISD and Klein Collins High School were attending a competition in Robstown. They went out to have dinner separately, but the dinner plans didn't work out. In the end, both teams decided to go to the same Whataburger after their dinner. The teams couldn't let this chance pass up, so they began to play the song El Son de la Negra, which is a spirited mariachi tune, and brought the whole restaurant together.
It was so fun.
Both schools had attended a UIL competition in Robstown Saturday.
Up next, we'll show you what's new at Lewis U. Okay. Never.
As the first all-digital college radio station, Lewis University students are given access to industry-leading equipment. Equipment that commercial stations utilize, equipment that creates, and equipment that brings radio to life.
I like WLRA because it gives me the opportunity to get experience with news broadcasting and working with radio.
Stop by De La Salle 210 or at WLRA Radio to get started on your radio career.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
What are you looking for?
Today I'm here with the co-chair of the Celebration of Scholarship, Dr. Marie Mayer, who is here today to discuss some wonderful opportunities for students. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course, we're glad to have you here. And to start off, what is the Celebration of Scholarship?
Okay, well, Celebration of a Scholarship is an annual event. This is actually the 13th year that Lewis University has been hosting it. And I like to think of it as a symposium designed to showcase student work. Now, students can sign up to present their scholarly work. Maybe they did a capstone project for a course or some other comprehensive project where they contribute to their field. Perhaps they have some creative work that they've been working on that they would like to share, because a lot of these things go unnoticed, right? There's not a place where they can show off what they've done and achieved to the Lewis University public. And so what Celebration of Scholarship does is it is a 2-day event that is specifically targeting to focus on the student achievements across Lewis University. So this is undergraduate students, this is graduate students. Students from all 5 colleges and all different disciplines can participate because we have a lot of events, and I'm sure that every student at Lewis could present something.
All right, so it's like a highlight of the students' work and what they've been working on?
Exactly.
Okay, and what are the different formats that students can present in?
Right, so traditionally if you have a scholarly or creative work, you can sign up to give a talk in a concurrent session. So this is a 15-minute talk to a broad audience with a chance to answer questions from the audience at the end. We also have a poster session. So you create your own poster and you get to display it in the field house along with all the other posters. We usually have about 80 posters, so you can imagine it's quite a big event. Yeah. And then faculty, students, other Lewis University community members are welcome to come walk around and kind of talk one-on-one with you as you stand by your poster and display your work. We also do have other events as part of Lewis University Celebration of Scholarship. So we have a business plan and pitch competition. So if you have an innovative idea to start a business, we actually have this competition that it takes place on Celebration of Scholarship, and there's lots of prize money available for you to actually start your business if you win, of course. We also feature some artwork in the President's Art Show. So those are on display in the gallery. And kind of new in the last couple of years, we have these exciting 3-minute competitions. So I'm not sure if you've heard of the 3-minute thesis competition.
I don't think so.
So this started in University of Queensland, and it's a graduate competition where PhD students are supposed to explain their thesis that they've worked on for 5 to 7 years in 3 minutes with one static slide to an audience with a broad background. So we've adopted that at Lewis University, so our graduate students can kind of showcase what they've been working on. But we also have 2 undergraduate ones. We call them the STEM Slam and the Haas Slam for all the different disciplines. So if you are already presenting your work at Celebration of Scholarship, I'd encourage you to sign up to give one of these 3-minute presentations. It's a lot of fun because it goes very fast, and it really helps develop skills that are important for your career. Communication skills, right? How do I effectively convey information to a broader audience so that the things that you work on, right, all of your research and all of your scholarship can get shared and actually impact the world. So it's really a Celebration of Scholarship is a good development for a future career. And any presenter can put it on their resume. So right there, I presented at Celebration of Scholarship, which is comparable to any research conference that you would go to. It's just with all the disciplines.
That's actually really nice, the various different formats that you have for somebody to display what they've been working on.
Definitely.
Yeah. Can you share any memorable presentations that you've seen over the years?
So I've seen a lot of them over the years. There is one session I wanted to highlight. So we do have a kind of a big award that we give out every year. So all of undergraduate students are eligible to apply for the Stephanie Schlachter Award. So this is based off of the former provost who actually brought Celebration of Scholarship to Lewis University. And a committee kind of picks one undergraduate presentation that stands out above the rest. And they actually award a $2,000 scholarship to that student for the next year at Lewis. So some of those session talks have been really memorable. I remember last year someone presented on a painting that they had worked on for a couple years, and just hearing the story of the evolution of the style, because art isn't my thing. I'm a math professor. So I really like going to the creative works and the scholarship that's outside of my field because I get a sense of what's happening in those types of fields. Also, another memorable thing is in the poster session, I remember students brought in and displayed their robotics that they had been working on in their class. So that was also really cool because you could really, physically see the object, and they showed how they made it and what went on behind the scenes. So we really do get a variety of presentations. And besides that big award that I mentioned earlier, the Stephanie Schlachter, we also give out lots of other awards for anyone who gives a poster or who gives a presentation in one of our concurrent sessions.
That's really cool. I had never thought about the robotics one. That one sounds really crazy. And are there any plans for the future of Celebration of Scholarship?
I think the future plan is to focus on making it celebratory. We have a lot of different events on a lot of different locations across campus. We're trying to kind of build to make this a regular community event. So we're having, for example, we introduced a student luncheon on the day of Celebration of Scholarship, which by the way is April 23rd and 24th. This year. And students can come enjoy a meal together before they go do all their presentations. And I think one of my goals is just to get more students involved. I mean, if you are doing a capstone project for one of your courses, you should apply to Celebration of Scholarship, even if you haven't finished yet. Send an application. If you're presenting as part of a group, you only need to fill out one application per group. And I'd really like to see more and more Lewis University students get involved.
Yeah, I think it's nice if they're already doing the work, they might as well get recognition for it as well.
Exactly.
And then can you explain a little bit about the application process?
Certainly. So all this information is on our website, www.lewisu.edu/COS, very easy. But essentially, you have to submit an application by February 14th, which is next Friday. Don't worry, that's plenty of time to still to submit your application. On our website, there are things to know before you apply. So it talks about the components of your application. So specifically, you need to have an abstract of the project that you are going to be applying with. And so first step, I would say find a faculty mentor. Now this could be a faculty member at Lewis University who you worked with on the project, or who helped advise you on the project, or who was the professor of the class in which you did the project that you want to present. So contact them, let them know, hey, I'm interested in applying to Celebration of Scholarship, and they will help you construct your abstract. Once you have your abstract, you should figure out what type of presentation. Is your presentation more of a creative work? Do you want to present a poem, an original poem, a piece of art? You would want to do a creative work. Maybe you want to present a poster. Maybe you want to give a talk. You get to decide that on your application. And we have a committee of faculty from across all colleges that review the applications, and we accept, all of the ones that we see are contributing to either scholarly or creative works. Then around March, you get your acceptance letter, you get on the schedule, and then you start preparing your presentation. So that could be PowerPoint slides or other slides. I know not everyone uses PowerPoint anymore, or you start making your poster. And then you come on Celebration of Scholarship and you get to present, and it's a very popular day. I know it's my favorite day of the school year. And you can invite all your friends, and you can invite your family as well. There's a lot of fun throughout the day. We have raffle prizes, we have free food, and so it's really a celebration. And that's why it's named how it's named, Celebration of Scholarship.
Well, I'm kind of excited about it now that you've mentioned it, and I think I will go.
Love it. Great.
Well, thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
A simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
For over 50 years, WLRA has been on air showcasing countless students. As the first all-digital college radio station, Lewis University students are given access to industry-leading equipment that commercial stations utilize, equipment that creates, and equipment that brings radio to life.
I like WLRA because it gives me the opportunity to get experience with news broadcasting and working with radio.
Stop by De La Salle 210 or at WLRA Radio to get started on your radio career.
I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Well, that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Good Morning Lewis.
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.